What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Mr. Yang, back with another video. I'm the head coach of Oregon now. I started my dynasty, and it just so happens our first team is a nobody, so expect like a 50-point blowout. Plus or minus 40 points, chat. Plus or minus 40 points.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Eugene, Oregon, where it appears my eyes have to be deceiving me. I'm looking skyward. There's liquid coming down from the sky, and everyone knows it never rains in Autzen Stadium. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see, the Sharks taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Sharks will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Oregon's offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him, I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares too, I swear. When you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. Throws for the tight end. He's got him wide open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They strike first in that opening drive of the season.
First and many.
Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football league.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Sharks offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
As college football evolves, guys, and players have more rights and they capitalize on name, image, and likeness, and teams are in different conferences, maybe the biggest thing and the thing that keeps coaches up at night, dealing with the transfer portal.
Because they got to make sure that everybody in their locker room is happy. Oftentimes, you're re-recruiting your own players and trying to keep the Wolves at bay, and phone calls that are coming in from other programs trying to steal your guys. It is not easy. Probably as difficult as it's ever been, David, to be a head coach now with the transfer.
It is, and think about players, man. If I'm not happy, if I'm not getting the run I want, like, I can just leave. I can go somewhere else. I can get paid by another opportunity. So I think players always having their eyes to that portal, looking at a better destination, makes it miserable for coaches.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Back to pass, it's Gabriel. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Looking to throw. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now this offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit,
The bubble wasn't right there. The bubble was...
They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you...
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You're bringing the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Whittington. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Line gets set, first down. Back to throw, it's Gabriel. Fire into the right, complete. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those. Into home runs.
How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Second down after that incompletion. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
A third and long coming up here. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Can't find him, and knocked down at the 40.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting a sack.
Trying to get to it. He lets one fly deep, and he makes the catch inside the 15.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that fourth down.
He now has 56 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Second and goal coming. Pushes ahead. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. They'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been.
I gotta work on my my 2-point plays.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Offense making its way onto the field is starting to drive. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, David.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Open space at the 25. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Sharks come to the line with a new set of downs. Off-play action on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. And now on second down for this offense. Got it behind the line. It's Roberts. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Sharks are on the move. Wide receiver coming across in motion. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. On second down, looking to throw. It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He finds his man, and he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Sharks decide to punt it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
And he breaks into the open. He's now up to 95 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is
Oh
stopped
my
behind
God,
the line
bro,
of scrimmage
keep
there.
your block.
Yards on that one. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring
I didn't even know
start
the
to
time
things
was
today in
running out.
Eugene as we say hello from our broadcast studios. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
I don't know why I won't let me skip this.
And the Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. He'll start this third quarter with a run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It is so easy when you're a defensive player, when you watch a little misdirection of the ball go one way to turn and to run. That's not my job. My job is to stay home. The defensive did a good job of that. Defense stayed home, made the play.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Wide open downfield. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
I was trying to cover that. My nigga just wasn't fast enough.
Until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect moment.
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
One of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield. Great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Pressure coming. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air, it's Gabriel. Trying to beat the D deep. And he's got it at the 30. Touchdown, Oregon! And the beatdown has ensued.
and this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. His drive will open from the 15. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Sharks will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Bulldozes him. Touchdown Ducks! And the punishment has been extended.
Had to get one of
A
those.
dynamic, explosive return. The
And
sliver
it's
of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Fresno State dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this offensive line.
I love getting all these sacks, but I wish I could get more picks.
Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They're bringing heat. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Sharks will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Looking for a block. It's Whittington. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking to move it through the air. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown!
I know y'all saw me locate that ball over there. I know y'all saw that.
And everybody's getting in on the fun.
I said, let me sneak away from the defense.
Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns. So let them.
And here I was thinking I might not get the over. We gotta hit the over.
They'll line up to go for two. The option look. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I do like the play call offensively here. In a 2-point situation, trust your quarterback to get it in, but this defense does such a good job rallying to the football, and they come away with no points on the 2-point attempt.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This is one of the best run defenses in the entire country. They pride themselves on being the most physical unit, and you are seeing that in this game, shutting down this running back.
Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Snap it to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Looking for a block. It's Whittington. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Gonna take a shot. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast, wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And I know most offensive coaches, they're going to be thrilled taking all these 50-50 shots against man coverage. I don't know, though, if they want to keep testing that defensive back. He has been on fire.
He'll pull it down. Oh, he loves
What my wide receiver stops?
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages? As we start the fourth. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. On the option. He'll pitch it. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Now, fourth down.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Setting up the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the game.
Touchdown Ducks! And the stomping has commenced.
Well, they were able to come out here in week one and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And the extra point just tacks
Almost
a little
fucked
bit
that
more
up.
onto this huge lead. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, and you know what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
To throw, it's Grimes. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Third and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they are pushing the ball.
If he had scored, I would have been pissed because that was my nigga.
The tackle is finally made. The Sharks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Roberts.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Dialing up a second down pass play. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton
great
of credit. They've done
defense.
a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. And this one splits the uprights. Well,
What the fuck is that nigga doing?
That's about all you can say about it.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. We are not going to get shut out in front of all of these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. At the 35, he's open. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got the quick pass. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line.
I got bailed and it sold me.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Looking
That's
for the
bad.
score. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Reese,
I said that's bad as soon as I threw it, bro. They was covering everything.
Out of the game, but I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big.
Why is my nigga so slow?
For a 1st down. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been...
And they going out of bounds.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good.
This
about
nigga
performance today, too,
fumble?
David. They had a really good game plan coming
Bro,
to this
what
one,
the
and they went out
fuck?
and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah,
These
lights out,
niggas are
and this
selling
game's
me
over.
late
I'm interested to
games.
see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and you keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
That nigga Slick could have ran it in.
Dropped it, would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Looking for a man. It's Grimes. He caught it. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play.
Bro, they hold
It's
me.
pretty much over. Down multiple
First the
possessions
pick,
this
then
late
the
in football
fumble.
game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 99, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26.
Let's try this
Ready to go back
again.
to work on offense. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
The pitch. At the 40, there he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. On the option.
This nigga picked the option?
Huge gain. Racing to the right.
I've never seen that in my life. They holding me, dog. What the fuck? I can't believe I gave him so much FCST. And it was all in the last quarter.
I'm positive that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And despite this point being relatively meaningless, I suppose it could carry value for some. So the extra point is good, but it is of little consequence as this game is over. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out and find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year.
It took me an hour, not an hour, but it took me 47 minutes to play one game. What the fuck, dog?
If you're the coaching staff, I think
Hey, YouTube, I don't know what we doing, because
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack,
I had to do 3-minute quarters. So shit.
Another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Alright, YouTube, that's all for today. We'll see you next time. Like and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. All those good things. Bye-bye.